Morning to all. Okay, good morning. Am I audible?
Good morning, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay, so let's start the session. In the last lecture, which topic we had discussed? Yes, you please. Yes, which formula we had completed in this last lecture? Online be absent.
Newton divided difference.
Which formula we had completed in this last lecture? Newton divided difference formula. Okay. To predict the answer means we had completed the interpolations part in the last lecture. Okay, the core formula we had discussed in this portion. Newton forward backward, that is used for equally spaced data, and then after Lagrange interpolation and Newton divided difference formula, it is used for the unequally spaced data. Okay, and by using that we can identify the intermediate value for the given grouped data. Okay, given tabulated data, and we can also predict the mathematical equations, mathematical polynomial, by using this equation also. Okay, so that part we had completed in this last lecture, and now today we'll start a new concept in this topic, that is called a curve fitting. What is meaning of curve fitting? We have one tabulated data that, okay, for any table that related to input values that x and its output values their y. Okay, and now we have to identify it. A curve means we have to identify for this value, it is 2, 3, 5, here it is a 6, 9 and 30. Three value are given in this table, and now you have to identify it a straight line. Okay, so how we can predict a straight line from this data? Okay, three value you have, x and the y, means 3 point you have 2, 6, 3, 9 and 5, 30. 3 point are given. We can consider in this two-dimension form, that is x axis, it is a y axis. Okay, and then after identify the position of this point in this two dimension. Okay, let us consider the 2, 3 point are given in this place, then after second point are given in this place, third point are given in this place. So we have collection of this point, okay, as a in this table, and now we have to identify it curve. We can identify a straight line, we can identify a quadratic equation, that we can identify exponential equations, that so it is called a curve fitting. By using this data we have to identify its curve, means we have to fit this curve by using this data. So it is called curve fitting, and we can predict the approximate answer, that we cannot predict the exact curve for this given data. Okay, this all point are given, that is for any table. Okay, it's dot are the point for this given case. Okay, for any example you can consider that, and now you have to predict one straight line. Okay, so which possible straight line we can create? Okay, what is equation of straight line? That is equal to y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, that is equation of straight line. Otherwise you can consider y is equal to ax plus b, that is also called a straight line. Similar one, okay, mx plus c, otherwise you can consider ax plus b form. Clear? So now you have to predict these equations by using this data. Okay, this type of questions will be there in this example, and now you have to identify straight line. Okay, which possible straight line you can manage for this data? Okay, which possible straight line, which possible non-quadratic, otherwise non-quadratic equations you can create from this data? That the type of questions we'll discuss in this topic, that is called curve fitting. And what is meaning of curve fitting? So curve fitting is the process of finding the best fit. It is a process of finding the best fit a curve for the given set of data. This type of data will be there, that is arbitrary data I consider right now. Okay, 2, 6, 3, 9 and 5, 30. Three value are given there, and now by using this 3 point we have to identify straight line. Which possible straight line will be there which passes through this 3 point? Okay, which possible straight line will be there, will be passes through from this point? Clear? And we can identify only approximate solutions that we cannot predict the exact answer. We cannot predict the exact straight line for this given data, because there are random values there, 2, 6 positions, 3, 9, then after 5, 13, that is not will be in straight line form there. Clear? Randomly 3 data that, for example, in this 2 dimensions, 1 point are in this place, okay, second point are in this place, third point are in this place, okay, that is a B, C 3 point right now. So how we can manage the straight line from this 3 point? That is not possible there. Okay, we cannot consider a straight line by using this way. That is not called straight line. Clear? So you have to identify one approximate straight line that which is nearer to this 3 point. Okay, we have to identify one possible line, one possible straight line which is nearer to this 3 point. So we can consider this line as a straight line. These are nearer to this all point. Okay, this 3 point are given that, and it is nearer to this 3 point. So we can consider as an approximate straight line which are nearer to this 3 point there, and that is called approximate answers for this 3 data. Clear? So this type of questions will face in this topic. Okay, and sometime it is required for a given table. Okay, given tabulated data. Okay, which type of graph will be defined for this given data? Okay, which type of straight line will be defined for this given data in 2 dimensions? Clear? Which type of quadratic equations we can define for this given data? Clear? For example, we have to define one curve from this 3 data. Okay, one types of curve that is a curve from this 3 data. So how we can identify approximate curve? Okay, quadratic equations is ax square plus bx plus c form from this data. Clear? So these questions will discuss in this topic, that is called curve fitting. Okay, and what is meaning of curve fitting? You have one tabulated data there, and you have to predict one straight line from this data. Which possible straight line we can create from this data? Okay, if you have 2 point there, for example, if I consider a 2, 6 and 3, 9, we can easily create the straight line which passes through this 2 point. But if it is a multiple data there, okay, 5 to 6 collections there, so we cannot identify such possible straight line which passes from this all point. But we can create one approximate answer that one approximate line which is nearer to this all point. Okay, this straight line will be drawn there which is nearer to this all point there. We can create that, okay, by using some procedure and so on. So is it clear to all meaning of the curve fitting? Is there any doubt to anyone? Okay, so the values of plotted on XY plane. Okay, yes, please. हाँ, ऐसे मैंने बोला ना, we can identify as approximate line that if we consider this graph in such way, let's consider this 3 point here. Okay, let us take 2 point are this on line, बरोबर, and we consider third point are in this upside. हाँ, एकदम ऊपर रख दे रहे, that is एकदम ऊपर, ठीक है? So here we cannot manage a straight line in this form. That is not called straight line. Clear? But we can identify one approximate line that which is nearer to this 3 point. Yes, that will learn in this topic. We can identify approximate answer there. Okay, in this numerical analysis, we cannot find exact answer by any method. Okay, if it is roots of equations case, if it is interpolation theory, and if it is curve fitting, we can predict approximate solution that we cannot predict exact answer there. If a 2 point are given, if it is if I remove this point, 2 point are given in this graph. Okay, so we can easily manage the straight line which will process through this point, both the point. But if the multiple point are given that, okay, 3, here it is a third point, there is a fourth point, fifth point, sixth point, and so on. So here it is not possible to draw the straight line which passes, which covered all this point. Clear? So it is not possible that in any case. So in this case, we can predict only approximate answer, that only approximate line which we can consider for this data as an approximate solution. Clear? Okay, and then after the values are plotted on XY plane, these values on XY plane graph is given here. Okay, and the resulting set of points are known as a scatter diagram. Okay, this type of diagram is known as a scatter diagram, where some values are plotted there, okay, for any table, and you have to predict one straight line. So this type of diagram is known as a scatter diagram. Okay, where some values are plotted in this XY plane, that is x-axis, that is y-axis. These are some point, and one prediction of straight line will be there. So it is called a scatter diagram. Okay, in this theory. And now first line that will define as a straight line from this given data. Okay, we have one table that as the values of x input value, that is values of y, and randomly any values that 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Here it is a 3, 5, 9, 3, and 2. These values are given there. And now you have to predict one straight line. You have to predict one straight line from this data. You can plot this data in xy plane. Okay, you can verify this line also, which type of line will be there. Clear? And then after we can create which possible straight line will be there, which is nearer to this all point. Okay, which will be the nearer to this all point. So not pass from this all point there, but the line that you have to consider from this data will be the nearer to this point there. Okay, we cannot consider it will be passed from all this point. Okay, it will satisfy all this point, but we can consider it is approximate solutions there. So first we'll define a straight line from the tabulated data. Okay, for the given tabulated data, straight line equations that we have y is equal to a plus bx. Okay, there are many types of straight line equations that you can consider y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, otherwise you can consider y is equal to ax plus b. This all are same. All these three pattern are same. There is no any different there. Okay, just notation are different. In place of a plus bx, okay, a and b are constant there. There is no fixed value will be a and b there. So you can interchange that a plus bx, otherwise ax plus bx, both are same. Okay, otherwise you can consider mx plus c form, that is also same. So all these three pattern are same. This all are known as a straight line equation. Clear? If you consider mx plus c form, then you will predict m and c value. Okay, if you consider a plus bx form, then in this case we'll identify a and b value there to predict a straight line. Clear? So this all are same. There is no any different in this all the three equations. All are known as a straight line equation. Okay, and then after working process to predict the y is equal to a plus bx. What is our aim in this equations? Okay, this table are given that value of x and y are given. Okay, x0 that is 3, 0, 3, 2, 5, 3, 9, 5, 3, 6, 2 and so on. These are the values of x, y. And from this data we'll identify y is equal to a plus bx. So which values are unknown? A and b. Okay, so by using this working procedure we'll identify such a and b for this data, for the given data, for the given example. Okay, we'll predict such a and b, which we can replace it here, and which will be the best fit curve for the given data. Okay, in this procedure we'll identify such a and b. So there is a two simple equations we'll consider that, and then after we'll use the calculator functions. Okay, and we can predict that answer. So to fit the straight line equations, that is y is equal to a plus bx, and for this derivations of a and b, we'll consider these two equations first. What is these two equations? How we can define these two equations directly? Thus, we apply the summation to this both sides. We have the equation is y is equal to a plus bx. Okay, and now apply summation to this both sides. So what we'll get here? Summation y is equal to summation a plus summation bx. Okay, summation y is equal to summation a plus summation bx. And now a is a constant there. Clear? A is a constant, and we cannot find a sum of the constant value. Clear? For example, if I consider a 5, then sum 5, that is meaningless form. Clear? If we have the collections of 5 plus 3 plus 9 and so on, then we can identify its sum. But now a is a single value there. It is not a multiple collection. A plus b plus c and so on. It is a single value there. So sum a, that is a meaningless form that. So in place of sum a, we'll consider the n a. Clear? N is a number of value will be defined in the questions, defined in the table. N into a, and now b is a constant, so take it outside. That is a b summation x. Okay, and here summation y as it is there. Summation y is equal to n into a plus b summation x. That is the one formula we'll consider. And now second formula. Okay, just multiply these equations by x. Okay, multiply this main equation, that is our main equations, multiply these equations by x. So it will be x into y, that is equal to a into x plus bx square. Clear? Multiply these equations by x. So equations y is equal to a plus bx we have. So multiply by x, what will be the output? X into y, that is equal to a into x plus bx square. Okay, and now apply summation to this equation. Okay, apply the sigma to this equation. So it will be sigma xy is equal to a sigma x, a take outside as a constant value, and here take b as outside as a constant value. So it is a b sigma x square. Clear? So this both formula we can derive by using this main equation. Just first in this first form, just apply summation directly that. Okay, and you will get sigma y is equal to n into a plus b sigma x, and then after second one, sigma xy is equal to a sigma x plus b sigma x square. And now we'll derive these two equations. That will be one or two simple equations that, and then after we'll simplify these two equations directly in calculator, and we'll derive the a and b value. So how we can define these two equations? Which value is required there? First required a sigma x and sigma y. So this x and y are given in this table. Okay, this type of table will be there in these questions. These are the x value 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is y value 5, 6, 7, 8. This is our value will be there in the table. Sigma x means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. That is a sigma x. Sigma y means 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8. Okay, that is called sigma y. Next value that is required a sigma x square. So first we'll predict the x square. Okay, each value of x, consider it square. Okay, so 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, and 4 square, and then after identified sum. Clear? And then after sigma xy is required. So multiply x into y. Okay, 5 into 1 plus 6 into 2 plus 7 into 3 plus 8 into 4. Okay, and then after identify total, that is called sigma xy. Okay, we'll identify one table that to predict all such value in this data, and then after we'll use this all value, replace in this both formula, and you will get two simple equations here. Okay, which involve the a and b as unknown value, and remaining will be the constant value there. Okay, sigma y is a constant term, sigma xy is a numerical value constant term, a sigma x will be the constant term. Okay, sigma x square will be the constant term there. So it involve the two equations that which two straight line equations will be there. Okay, in this form. For example, if I consider as a 5 is equal to 3 plus first equations, if I consider 15 is equal to 3a plus 9b. Okay, first one, and second I consider 30 is equal to 5a plus 6b. Okay, these two equations I have. 15 is equal to 3a plus 9b. This arbitrary value. Okay, right now I consider that is not standard value there. So now two equations you have. So how we can solve these two equations? That is the two simple equations as a straight line form. So how we can find a and b from these two equations? Yes, we can use some mathematical rule that, okay, compare these two equations, either consider any one value as a common, okay, and then replace this value in the second equations and then find a and b. But it will take a time to solve. So how we can predict the answer directly? Okay, we'll get answer directly in calculator. So we'll use this method right now here to predict the a and b directly without using this process. Okay, so these two equations you have to predict the a and b, and solve these normal equations are as a simultaneous equations for the a and b. Okay, solve these two equations, first predict all this value for the given data, replace it here, and then after solve it, find the a and b, and then use a and b in this main equation, and that will be our straight line equations. That will be our approximate straight line equations for the given data. Okay, that is a procedure to evaluate the answer of a and b for the equations y is equal to a plus bx. Is it clear to all? Have you any query, any doubt? Yes. In this equations, you can consider any term as a same. Okay. So here we consider 3 and 5 is there. So multiply first equation by 5 and second by 3. So a term will be the same, and then after subtract that, a will be removed, that b will be get as the answer, and then after use the b in the any one equations, you can find the a. That will learn after that in the example. Okay. So that is a process to derive the answer. Substitute the values of a and b in the equations y is equal to a plus bx, and that is our required answer for the given data. Clear? That is a process. Equations are simple. Okay. You can directly remember it. Otherwise, how we can create these two equations? Just multiply this first equations by sigma. Okay. sigma A consider as NA in this first equations, and then after in second equations multiply by X to the first equation, and then after apply the sigma. Okay, in this process you can create this both equations and then after use it for any example there. So is it clear to all? Have you any query, any doubt? Is it clear the procedure to predict the y is equal to a plus bx? Any doubt? Okay. So example number 1, find the equations y is equal to a plus bx of the best fitting straight line for the following data. And data is here 0, 2, 3, 4 and 2, 0, 2, 3. These are values are given. Okay, 0, 2, 3, 4 and y is a 2, 0, 2, 4. Clear? So what is our first step? We'll identify all such required value. So the required value is here. First we'll write these two equations, both the equations. So the straight line to be the best fit the data will be the y is equal to a plus bx. And for this equations, to predict the a and b, these two normal equations are required. And which two normal equations are there? Sigma y is equal to na plus b sigma x, and second one sigma xy is equal to n sigma x plus a b sigma x square. Okay, n sigma x plus b sigma x square. That is our first step. You have to write down it here. Okay, y is equal to a plus bx. That will be our required equations. And now to derive a and b, how we can predict the a and b? So this two normal equation is required to predict the a and b. Clear? So write down this both normal equations. Sigma y is equal to na plus b sigma x, and second one that is sigma xy is equal to n a sigma x plus b sigma x square. Okay, and now in the next step we'll predict this table. Okay, values of x, these are given 0, 2, 3, 4. These are values of x. Okay, and here we'll identify sigma x. What will be the sigma x? What is the total of the column x? It is the 9. Okay, so sigma x is equal to the 9. Okay, that is the first answer is required in this formula. Sigma x answer means total of the x column. Okay, total of the x values. Then after next is the values of y. Y is given that 2, 0, 2, 3. Okay, 4 value are given. So what is the total of this column? It is a 7. So sigma y is equal to 7. Okay, that is called sigma notation. Sigma x, sigma y, sigma x is equal to 9 and sigma y is equal to 7. And now next one, x square is required. Okay, because we need a sigma x square. So for this you have to predict x square, means the power of x. Clear? So first value is a 0. So what will be the x square? That is 0. Okay. Second is a 2. So what will be the 2 square? That is a 4. Third is a 3. So what will be the 3 square? That is a 9. And 4 is a 4. So what will be the 4 square? That is 16. And now identify total. That is called sigma x square. So 16 plus 29. Okay. So sigma x square is equal to 29. Third answer. Okay. And then after fourth one, we required x into y. Product of xy. And then after we can predict sigma xy. Okay. That is not called sigma x into sigma y. Remember that. Clear? It is not same. Sigma x into sigma y will be not same. That is a sigma x into y. That is not equal to sigma x into sigma y. Clear? So here we predict x into y first, and then after we'll identify total. So total will be 2 into 0, 2 into 0, 0, 2 and 2, 0. That will be 0. Okay. That is a 3 into 2, 6 and 4 into 3 will be 12. So that will be the 18. Sigma xy is equal to 18. Clear? Now replace all this 4 value in this formula. So we have n is equal to 4. How we can consider this n is equal to 4? How many values are given? 4 value are given in the table. Okay, 4 pair you have. 4 point you have. Okay, in this xy plane. So 4 value are given there. So n is equal to 4. Okay, values of n is equal to 4. So if it is 5 value are given there, then n is equal to 5. 6 value are given there, n is equal to 6. Okay, so right now 4 value are in the table. So n is equal to 4 there. And then after substitute all this value in this normal equation. Okay, सभी value आपके पास है अभी, ठीक है? All this required value you have. So replace this all value in this first and second equation. So first equation that you have, sigma y is equal to n into a plus b sigma x. That is the first equation. So sigma y answer, that is we have 7. So 7 is equal to n, that is equal to 4. So 4 into a plus sigma x. Sigma x is equal to 9. So that is equal to 9b. Okay. So first equation, that will be 7 is equal to 4a plus 9b. That is your first equations. Okay. Just we replace this all value in the normal equation. Okay. So first equation आपके पास है sigma y is equal to na plus b sigma x. सिग्मा y की वैल्यू टेबल में से आपको डायरेक्टली रिप्लेस करनी है, दैट इज 7 n a, that is 4a, n means is equal to 4, and b sigma x, that is 9 into b. And second equation that you have, sigma y is equal to a sigma x plus b sigma x square. तो sigma y xy की वैल्यू क्या है, that is equal to 18. So 18 is equal to 9 into a. Okay, means sigma x into a. Sigma x is equal to 9. Okay, so that will be 9 into a plus 29b. 29 means a sigma x square. Okay, that is the 29 of b. So now both equations you have. Okay, if you know the process to solve that, okay, that is very simple that, but it will require some time to predict the answer. Okay, here we consider one value as a similar, one value as a same, means you can consider a as a same. Just multiply first equation by 9 and second by 4. Okay, so here this first terms of a will be 36a in the both equation, and then after subtract this both equations you can find the b, and then after replace the b in any one equations you can find the a. But we can solve it directly by using the calculator, and that process is very important for this topic. All of you have scientific calculator right now, because without scientific calculator we cannot predict that answer. Okay. So first, okay, consider a mode button. Press a mode button one time. Those who are scientific calculator, keep with you. Okay, I explain the procedure to predict the A and B directly for this data. Okay, those who have 82 ms Kelsey, 82 ms means simple Kelsey, and if anyone have a 991 ms Kelsey, you can directly type this both equations to predict the answer. Okay, you can directly type this both equations to predict the A and B. But those who have this 82 ms Kelsey, in this you cannot fit this equation. Okay, so how we can derive this answer A and B? So first step, press a mode button. Okay, three options will be there. One is a COMP, standard deviation, and regression. Third option is regression. Okay, so use the regression button. Press 3. Okay, press 3. So in the display there is a linear, logarithm, exponential, and again press next. That is a power, inverse, quadratic equations, and so on. So this type of options will be there. Okay. So press back again. Here we required a linear answer. Okay, linear option is required there. So press 1. Clear? Press 1, and now you have to enter this all value. How many values you have? 4 value are there. 0, 2, 2, 0, 3, 2, and 4, 3. Okay, कैसे enter करनी है मैं explain करता हूँ. First point is 0 and 2. Okay, x is a 0, y is a 2. So how we can enter 0 and 2? First press 0 there. Then after use a comma. Comma are in near to the m plus button. Okay, comma and then enter 2. 0, 2 ऐसे type करना है, ठीक है? 0, 2, and then now you have to store this value in Kelsey. हमें ये value इसमें store करनी है, तो how we can store this value in Kelsey? कि उस comma के पास में है m plus, तो press m plus. 0, 2, press m plus, and now in display there is n equal to, and this output is 1 there. ठीक है, means हमने one value store की है. What is meaning of this one? You have to enter the one value. You have to store the one value. Now similarly enter the second value, that is a 2, 0. So again press 2, and then after comma 0. Again press m plus. Okay, now in the display n is equal to 2 will be there. Okay, and now enter the third value, 3, 2. Okay, again press m plus. Now in display n is equal to 3 will be there. Okay, and then after fourth one, that is a 4, 3. 4, 3. And now how many value you have to enter? 4 value you have to enter. So at last n is equal to 4 will be displayed. N is equal to 4 will be displayed in calculator. Clear? And now after that, press shift and 2. Shift and then after 2. Here press shift and 2. So in this display, there is a X bar, sigma X, Sx, then press next. That will be Y bar, sigma Y, Sy. Again press next. So it will be A, B and R. A, B and R. Now we required A and B. Clear? हमें A and B का आंसर चाहिए. So press 1 for A. Clear? Press 1 for A and then after equal. So it will be 1.171421 something. Yes, you getting the answer or not?
Yes, sir.
It will take some time, okay, but you can derive the answer also. But right now it involves the numerical value, the perfect value there. But sometime it is involves the decimal value there. So in this case, you can use this method to predict that answer. Okay. Okay, that is A is equal to, will get 1.171421. Clear? And now for B again press shift and 2. For B again press shift and 2. Press 2 times next button, and now B is required there. So for B option is a 2. Press the 2 and then press equal. So it will be 0.2571.
Sir, can you
All of
repeat?
you getting the answer or not?
Sir, can you repeat? Hello. Sir,
Yes, please. Yes.
can you repeat, sir, the last step?
I'm start my camera. See this camera. Okay, I'm repeating the procedure for those who are attending online lecture. Okay,
Yes,
just see all button. Okay, and practice in your calci. Okay, all of you can see my calculator.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now in the first step, first clear all this option. Okay, means you have to enter the value. Will now clear. Now first step, press mode. Okay, that is your first step. Now three options will be there. First is a COMP, second is a standard deviation, means SD, and third is a regression. Silent. Third is a regression. Okay. Now press 3 for regression. Clear? Press 3 for regression. So three options will be there. One is a linear, second is a logarithm, third is exponential. Here right now linear data is there. Okay, we have to predict a linear equation. So press 1. Press 1. Okay. So now you have to enter the table. How we can enter the table for this given value? So in this tabular form, we have the values of x and y. That is 0 and 2. Then after 2, 0, 3, 2 and 4, 3. This value are given. Okay. Now enter the first point. First point is there 0 and 2. So first press 0 and then after use the comma. Comma is here. Press comma and then enter 2. 0, 2. Now you have to store it. आपको इसको स्टोर करना है तो प्रेस m plus. So 0, 2 now stored, and now after that in display there is n is equal to 1 will be there. Means you have to enter the one value. ठीक है. अब ऐसे ही दूसरी वैल्यू आपको एंटर करनी है. दूसरी वैल्यू है 2, 0. So press a 2, then after comma and then press 0. 2, 0, then press m plus. So second value now stored. Third value is there 3 and 2. So 3, 2. Okay. Third value enter and then after press m plus. So n is equal to 3 now stored, and 4, 3, 4, and then after press 3. Again press m plus. Okay, so all the 4 value now enter. Okay, and now you have to predict a and b from this 4 value. Okay, a and b from this 4 value. So then after press shift, यहाँ पे shift button है, then press 2. Shift and 2 को आपको press करना है, shift and 2. Clear?
Yes.
In this display there is x bar, sigma x, sx. Okay, then after press next, यहाँ से next करना है, that is a sigma y, y bar, sigma y, sy. Okay, and then again press next, that is a b r are in display. ठीक है, a b r is there. Okay, and now for a and b is required our answer. Okay, to predict a, silent. To predict the a, press 1. Okay, press 1 and then enter. So after enter you will get 1.17142. That is answer of. Okay.
Got it.
Then
Yes,
now
sir.
for B. Yes, Vishnu, yes.
So got it.
Okay, and then after press B, again press shift and 2. फिर से shift 2 press करना है. And then now for B, so choose B and press a 2 and then press equal. So we'll get 0.257142 answer. Yeah, is it clear to all? Have you any query, any doubt in this method?
No, sir.
Just mention it your chat box. Okay, if it is clear.
So it's clear.
Is it clear to all? Okay, good. Yes, please. See, I will upload this PPT in your login ID. So just now consider data and its procedure right now. अभी लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, ठीक है सब कुछ. फॉर्मूला लिखना, फॉर्मूला यहाँ पे है. Yes, please. શું કયો? हाँ. Right now we are identifying A and B, okay, from this table. What is the actual procedure? Actual procedure is this one, okay. Up to this you have to predict, and now we are using some option of by in calculator. By using that we can predict that answer. Okay. Actual procedure क्या है? आपको इसको solve करना है. How we can solve that? We have to consider this equation in this form. Multiply this first equations by 9 and second by 4. Okay, and here you will get that is 936a, okay, plus 81b, that is 36a, it is 81b, that is 36a, and 29 into 4, 29 into 4, what is the answer? 116. Okay, 116 into b, and then after simplify this both equations, means subtract it from 1 and 2. So 36a will be removed out. Here you will get answer of b. Clear? And use this answer of b in any one equations, and then after you can find there. That is actual method to predict the a and b. But right now we are identified direct this answer. Okay, why it is direct answer? Because after that we'll identify quadratic equation, and which involve the three equation with three unknown. Okay, as a ABC form, which involve three equation with three unknown. Right now you have two equation with two unknown. So therefore we can use this method. But in the next case, in the next method, there is a quadratic equation that which involve the three equation with three unknown ABC. And it will take lots of time to predict the A and B then. First you compare the any two equations, then remove any third variable, then again compare any other two, remove the same variable, and then compare these two equations to predict a single output. Clear? And it will take time that, and by using that calci we can predict that answer directly. Therefore we are using that procedure in this example here, right? Okay, इसकी कुछ जरूरत नहीं. You can use this data directly from this table, okay, and then you can predict the answer A and B directly that by using this calculator. Okay. But what is the actual procedure in this linear curve fitting? Up to this you have to predict the table. Okay, पहले table prepare करना है. It will also carry the mark there. Clear? And then after write this formula, replace this all value in this formula, and then derive this answer up to that. तक आपको कंप्लीट करना है, मींस दोनों इक्वेशंस तक आपको डिराइव करना है यहां तक. क्लियर? एंड देन आफ्टर यू कैन यूज द ऑप्शन ऑफ कैलकुलेटर टू प्रिडिक्ट द ए एंड बी डायरेक्ट. ठीक है, इसके बाद क्या लिखना है? a is equal to here, solving this above equations will get a is equal to 1.1714 and b is equal to the 0.2571. That's all. Clear? That you can write directly this answer from calculus. Clear? A is a 1.17 and b is equal to 0.257. And what is meaning of this two value? When we replace in this equations, we get the form of the equation, that is y is equal to 1.1714 plus into x plus 0.2571. Okay, that is the That is the straight line of the given data. Which data you have? Data you have 0 to 2. Okay, this 1 point. Then after 2 to 0. Then after next one is let us take 3 2 and 4 3. So 3 2, let us take this one, and 4 3, let us take this one. This point you have 0 to 2 0. Okay, means on x axis, on y axis, this both point. This is the third point, and that is the fourth point. Okay, so we cannot consider straight line for this 4 value are in this way. That is not straight line. Clear? That is not a straight line. Clear? So here by using this equations, we can consider that is a approximate straight line which is nearer to this all point. ठीक है, अगर आप कोई पॉइंट इसमें रिप्लेस करोगे तो सेटिस्फाई नहीं होगा. ठीक है, फॉर एग्जांपल if I replace a 0 and 2 in this equation, means x is equal to 0, so we cannot say y is a 2 there. You can check that. Replace x is equal to 0 here. So what is output of y? Output of y you would get 0.2571. Actual क्या है? 2 है ना? When we consider 0, y is a 2 there. So it is not satisfy this whole value there. It is not satisfy this given value. But we can consider as an approximate answer for this given data. Clear? For this given data. Clear? And that is meaning of the curve fitting. Is now clear to all? Now the second one.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Ritesh. Have you any query?
No, sir.
Okay, good. So find the equations y is equal to a plus bx of the best fitting straight line for the following data, and data is now 1 2 3 4 6 8, and the values of y is there 2.4 3 3.6 4 5 and 6. This value are there. Okay, so what is the first step? First write this both equations. We have the form of straight line, that is y is equal to a plus bx. Okay, if we consider this straight line, that is also a equation of straight line, that ax plus b in place of a plus bx. So these both equations will be changed. If I consider y is equal to ax plus b form in place of a plus bx, then this both equations will be changed. Clear? So you have to consider the proper form that in its proper equation. Clear? You can also create the equations for this equation that y is equal to a plus bx का भी आप equation derive कर सकते हो. ठीक है? That will be in this form. Sigma y is equal to a sigma x, and यहाँ पे आएगा n into b in this first equation. ठीक है? और दूसरा होगा sigma xy is equal to a sigma x square plus b sigma x. That equations will be there. When you clear? So which form you have to consider in this first step? As per the first step, you can predict this two equations. अगर यहाँ पे आपने y is equal to mx plus c लिखा है, तो उसका भी फॉर्मेशन अलग है. ठीक है? That will be m and c form right now. Here we are using a plus bx form. So as per the a plus bx form, what will be the normal equation? That this one. Sigma y is equal to n into a plus b sigma x, and sigma xy is equal to a sigma x plus b sigma x. Clear? Now from this step you can predict the a and b directly by using the calculator. Clear? You can predict the direct answer here. Clear? But you cannot mention direct answer here in this place. Clear? You have to first write this condition that, okay, what will be the equations, and after that derive this table. So first column there will be x column. How many values of x are there? 1 2 3 4 6 8, and what will be total? 24. Okay, just verify this answer, okay, in calculator. Then after values of y, that is a 2.4, then after 3 3.6 4 5 and 6, this value are given. Okay, so total will be 24. Is it correct or not? Is this answer is correct? 24. Okay, and then after find x square, x and x square. So 1 का square होता है 1, 2 square is a 4, 3 square is a 9, 4 square is a 16, then after 6 square is a 36, 8 square is a 64. So now identify total of this third column. So 1 plus 4 plus 9 plus 16, 36, 81, sorry 64. That will be 130. Is it correct? Total of third column 130. Okay, and then after last one, product of x into y. So x or y का product करना है 1 into 2 into 4, that is 2 into 4, 2 into 3 will be 6. Okay, 3 into 3.6, that will be 10.8. Clear? Then after 4 into 4, that is 16. 6 into 5, that is 30, and 8 into 6, that is a 48. Okay, and then after find it total. So total of x into y column means the last column, that is a 113.2. Is it correct answer? Okay, so based on the given value, we can easily predict this table. It's very easy. Okay, सिर्फ दो column extra prepare करनी है. x y तो दिए गए हैं. X square you can derive that, and x into y derive that. And in the last row, okay, identify its total. Okay, and mention notation sigma x, sigma y, sigma x square, and sigma xy, that is 113. All of you get the same answer. Okay, and now in next step, as per the value, how many values are given? How many values are given in this table? 6 value are given. So what will be the n? What will be the n? Is equal to 6. Okay, 6 value are given. 1 2 3 4 6 8. 6 value, total value are 6. So n is equal to 6. Now in this first and second equation, first equations will be sigma y is equal to n into a plus b sigma x. So 24 plus 24 is equal to 6a plus 24b. Okay, and then after second one, that is a 113.2 is equal to 24a plus 130b. Okay, this both equations you have 1, 3 and 4. These two equations you have right now. And now you can multiply the first equations by 4. So it will be 24a to this both equations. Then after subtract this both equations, and you can find the b. That is a one way to predict the answer. ठीक है, ये भी आप method apply कर सकोगे. You can use this method to predict the a and b, that you will get same answer at last. But if it is difficult to find, okay, if it is involves some decimal values, that okay, so you can use the calculator mode. Okay, now first, ठीक है, एक बार हमने डेटा स्टोर कर दिया इसमें एग्जाम्पल 1 का. ठीक है, now you have to clear the memory. So how we can clear the memory? You can use the shift mode. Shift और बाद में mode press करना. Shift and mode. ठीक है, shift and mode. So it will be science mode and s all. Clear? You have to remove all the stored value. So press 3 and press equal. So it will be reset all will be there. Clear? Reset हो जाएगा पूरा कैलसी आपका. And now press on button and then store this value. Okay. So first press करना है mode. Okay. Then press regression means option 3. Then press linear option 1, and now enter this value 1, 2.4. Press M plus. Then after second is a 2, 3. 2, 3. Press M plus. Third is a 3, 3.6. Press M plus. 4, 4. M plus. 6, 5. M plus, and then after 8, 6. Press M plus. Okay. Verify this value. How many value you have are given in this table? 6 value. And after entering the last value in this calc, n is equal to 6 should be displayed. Okay, n is equal to 6 should be displayed there. Now ochu thau joye na vadar thau joye. Clear? If it is 5, that one entry is missing here. If it is 7, that you have to enter one more entry there. Clear? So n is equal to 6 is there. Now press shift and 2. Shift 2. Press 2 times next button. A, B are displayed there. Press a 1 for A answer. So then press equal. So you'll get 1.97. 1.9764 is there. Okay, that is the 6 is 1.9764. And then after next one, again press shift and 2. Press 2 times next button. For B, press 2 and then press equal. 0.505. Okay, so we'll keep up to this. Have you any query, any doubt? So you can ask me.